Forsaken lately has been into some pretty bad drama, which makes me question if the game will even stay up. I mean, the drama about souldrivenlove, Ava and all those other people, and whether the game will actually have its ownership transferred or not. Everything is just gonna be a mystery. But let the drama go aside, because in today's video, I want to speak about the future of Forsaken amidst all this drama and if it will get any better or not. Before we get into this, thanks to everyone for your support on my latest video, because it helped me get a lot of money and I am quite surprised it actually has gone off to Twitter. So before we actually begin, leave a like and subscribe, or if you can't subscribe, at least just leave a like, because the more likes this video gets, the more it's pushed to the algorithm. So now, let's begin the video. Now the reason behind these concerns is because the developer of Forsaken souldrivenlove has been involved in some pretty bad allegations, because he did some stuff that was, well, 18 plus, as well as sending some bad art to minors and supporting this guy who was named Fungus, who by the way no longer exists on Roblox and is now currently in juvenile detention center because this person did a crime of killing his sister's boyfriend by stabbing. And the crazy thing about this is that Fungus is only 14 years of age and did such a crime. souldrivenlove is trying to go ahead and financially support this kid to get him out of this juvenile detention center. And the money that will come to get this kid out is from Forsaken's money for some reason. And another thing Soul did was going around in DM sending minors some cheese pizza everywhere because, I don't know man, he's just mentally disabled, okay? He's just a special needs kind of guy. And there seems to be this talk surfacing around Soul, like going and psychologically manipulating people into thinking him being innocent at the excuse of being that he changed, despite none of this happening. And it got to a point where Greekcraft had to see this crazy tomfoolery over here and he needed to step in, like weeks after everything had basically happened, and he tried to give some advice to the new developers with yeah, get some legal lawyers to sign your transfer documents, blah blah blah, because the game's ownership has been transferred illegally. Moreover to this, there has been this talk where Soul has been saving some money for some charity for Earth Day, and the amount was like 60 grand or something, but apparently all of this money was never actually got spent on, and nobody knows if Soul actually donated for charity, which I doubt, because he's too busy commissioning R34 of cheese pizza anyway. But the main thing that is confusing me right now is about the game's ownership transfer. From what I have heard, Forsaken's ownership has been transferred to some people known as Basil and 𝙎𝙬𝘽𝙎𝘽𝙀. While this information is true, some people are saying the ownership transfer thing is just some bullshit to ease the drama on Soul and let him work on the game behind the scenes transparently. Some people are saying that this ownership transfers money all went to Soul and that the people who have worked on the game never got their fair share. And some people say this owner transfer is legit and that Soul has stepped down from the game, and that confuses me. I don't know which one I should believe because there is too much going around. Actually wait, to confirm my theory, I went ahead and checked the official Forsaken group for who's the current new owner, and when I checked it, it appears that this guy named the Spectre is the new owner for the whole thing. And I tried to go and see if Basil and 𝙎𝙬𝘽𝙎𝘽𝑎 actually own the game right now by going to the role and the leadership, and it looks like they are. There we go. And while this for now is a great thing, I still really have my doubt about this, I really am. Something about this just feels incomplete. What about the future for the game? What about the content, the characters, the lore, everything else? I think that the owner transfer thing was just something made prematurely before Soul even deeply thought about doing so, before giving it to someone random on impulse, cause you never know what the new owners are aiming for. Are they aiming for profit just like the other games? Are they gonna make our life worse in the game just like David Bazuki's growing dementia and how it affected Roblox as a whole? Or will the owner secretly turn out to be the same as Soul and do the same things he did? Everything is just a mystery. Sure, some of you guys might tell me to stay positive and optimistic about the future, but I'm gonna say this. After being let down so many times with how tricky Soul's drama and how sneaky and persuasive this liar was, and how plenty other drama affected the game and fucked up the entire image of the game, now you go and tell me how are we gonna stay positive and look for an optimistic future when everything now is clearly in shambles? Saying the fandom will heal and that it'll get better is just utter bullshit, because you're doing nothing but lie to yourself. I am not just saying this out of nowhere but from actual experience from different fandoms. This is what I call toxic positivity. Like, you are sitting here saying everything will be fine and it gets better when the situation we are in is clearly tough as fuck. Sometimes yes, hope and positivity are good, but over time, it becomes your very own despair if you cling to it too much. Take this advice from me, who has suffered severe depression for 5 years since I was 10, and I still am to this day because of emotional neglect from my very own parents. And I'm here making YouTube content to make a quick buck out of this because nobody's out there to support me except myself. No, I'm not asking for anyone's pity or sympathy because apparently if I drag this out, I will be called an attention seeker, so I better keep my mouth shut. Well, I said this only to give you guys an idea of who you're talking to and my experiences. Anyways, like I said, be optimistic, yeah, but don't overdo it because you will regret it later on. And we will see if these new owners will make the game better or not. It's just for interpretation of what's gonna happen. So in other words, now that souldrivenlove has quit Forsaken and the internet as a whole, I believe we might find some peace with the new owners. For now. Now that we have reached the end of the video, if you like this, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and if you can't subscribe, at least just go and leave a like, because it pushes my video more to the algorithm. And be sure to join my Discord server in the description, cause it's so dead in there, trust me, I really need some people honestly. And finally, tell me guys what you think about all of this drama in the comments, and I'll be sure to reply to some of them if they are interesting. Thank you so much for watching, I'll see you next video, stay cold, and bazinga!